this glitch thing that JAMB has done, I don't know if you've noticed that other exam bodies are beginning to buy into this glitch thing. Part of the reasons why I think that WAEC came out to boldly announce there is a glitch, and they're apologizing and then saying that students should check another after 48 hours to be sure whether their exams to show whether there will be a change of score. Of course, there will be a change of score because this is the first time we're seeing this massive failure. I mean, we're talking just over 38% that passed maths and English, and it's quite unprecedented. Last year it wasn't like this; it was a massive failure of some sort. So WAEC themselves checked themselves, and they found out that there were some places where they may have made a mistake, where they may have imputed the wrong answers to the system, and then the system detected and then marked wrong. So they're telling students to go and check. Now, the import of this discussion for me is that why should we allow people who are incompetent to still remain in office even after they may have made this kind of grave mistakes that cause the nation embarrassment? An exam that is as sacred as JAMB, the Joint Admission and Matriculation Board. In fact, when you hear JAMB, I mean, there's a level you put it, but right now, with what Oloyede has done with his people, it has undermined the integrity of that JAMB organization. So much so that if tomorrow night they come out and announce that there is a huge glitch, they will not believe you. Everybody will be start thinking, what you did, you cried. Who knows what you have done this time? So my point here is, can there be some sanitizing? Can JAMB, the leadership of JAMB, be removed? Step aside, let new people take over so as to protect the integrity of that exam. That's one. Same thing with WAEC. Anybody that talks about glitch there must be a head. A head must rule, either internally, or maybe the person who is leading that organization. INEC told us glitch. We swaved it. Nothing happened. The person who said there's a glitch has not told us why there was a glitch on that day for something that's as important as a presidential election. There was no glitch in other portions. There was no glitch in other elections, but for the presidential election, and there was a glitch, and we allowed it, and he's still holding on to the office. Something about these types of things is when you acknowledge that there is failure, you tell people what really happened, why there was a failure. That explanation has not been made. Just said glitch. What is the glitch? Till today, nobody has been able to explain to us what that glitch was about. That's on one hand. Secondly, we now have JAMB coming to tell us glitch. Still, people are still maintaining their seats. Now we are saying why. Only God knows the next set of people or the next set of organization that will tell us there's a glitch. A lawless country, a country that cannot hold its leaders to account. I mean, there are some countries that this kinds of thing would happen as soon as the person, that JAMB man, finish crying. In fact, I'm not talking about the JAMB. Apart from the JAMB, as soon as INEC, as soon as they said there's a glitch, somebody resigns. The head himself just says, you know what, because of this thing, I'm leaving. Something that should have happened with JAMB, something that has happened to WAEC, but because we are a people that don't hold leaders to account, and the people who even lead the country don't even care about holding people to account. So what do you expect? What do you expect? What do you expect? People do anyhow. People, run the country anyhow, and we put people, round pegs and square holes, and square holes and round pegs. It's just crazy, and I don't see us, getting any better even after 2027 election. It doesn't really matter who wins, because the rot in the system is so much that one person will not be able to fix it. I've seen people talk about the fact that, oh, Peter Obi this, Peter Obi this. You are right, though. Peter Obi has his distinct, right? But Peter Obi would just be like a Buhari, maybe slightly better than Buhari. This is the reason. Buhari was sold to us as somebody who has integrity. who never had a house while he was petroleum minister, while he was head of state. He never had anything, that he doesn't care about monies. He just have a farm. He has integrity. Blah blah blah. He's incorruptible. Blah 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 blah. They use that and bombarded us. Same thing that they're doing with Peter Obi. Oh, he has integrity, never stole money while in government. This. If he gets there, how are we sure that he himself will be able to ward off those whom he claims he's leading, those whom he also would appoint? Because it's not everybody who will be a Peter Obi. It's not everybody. He has men, right? He would appoint people, right? But those people whom he's going to appoint are not necessarily people who might also share his own thinking, his own thoughts. I mean, we've seen things that happened in the last few months. A Kenneth Okonkwo who was applauding him, pushing him, and giving him thumbs up, blah blah blah, all those things. All of a sudden, saying that he's weak. So meaning that if he had even won that election and Kenneth Okonkwo is brought on board, he wouldn't have accepted Peter Obi's style of leadership. But that's the truth. That's the truth, and it's just so debilitating. It's just devastating, and quite frankly, it is so bad that we have refused to do the needful. And sometimes these things come from leadership. If, for instance, the presidency asks this JAMB guy to resign, ask INEC to resign, ask WAEC to resign, then people who are going to take over from them are going to sit up. Are going to sit up. There should be consequences for bad behavior. There should be consequences for bad behavior. And if that doesn't happen, then there's really no need to even speak of these issues, as the case may be. I don't know what you guys think. Let me know. Drop your thoughts. I'd always love to hear from you. Remember, if you have anything to share with us, especially as it concerns the situation that we are faced right now, or any issues at all, you can use that number to send us a WhatsApp message, send us a text message, or even call us at any time of the day. Like I said, we are live breaking news every single day. I mean, after now, we could come on again for another breaking news. And by the way, there will be some special program coming up by 11 o'clock. It's going to be supporting the Team Water that is basically championed by Mr. Beast. Okay, Mr. Beast is championing Team Water. He's trying to raise $40 million to be able to get 2 million people to drink potable water across the world. And in my own way, I'm trying to support that. I'm going to come live and promote it at least for 30 minutes, 1 hour, to see to what extent my platform will be able to reach out to people who would also donate so as to reach that amount, $40 million. I think I looked at his Twitter account day before yesterday, and it says that the amount so far has crossed 10 million. So there's a chance that before August 30, they would have been able to raise $40 million in order to produce get water across to 2 million people across the world who practically needs it. I want to appreciate you. Thank you coming back on air, say 11, 12, and there's a special program also I'm coming up with by 1 o'clock, and it's going to be with Tony Wachiku. We're going to be talking about the furore around the ADC, the furore around the chances of political parties, and the fact that GEJ might even join the race for 2027. There are even, conversations around the fact that the PDP might be fielding Goodluck Jonathan and Kwankwaso as vice. Goodluck Jonathan as the president and Kwankwaso as vice come 2027. And how will that really work? Will that really work good? Or would it be some flash in the pan, or more like some toy? Because again, Goodluck Jonathan hasn't come to say anything. We're just hearing speculations. Oh, Goodluck Jonathan's allies said this. And Goodluck Jonathan, for crying out loud, have so many allies around the world. And the ally may have just been speaking for himself, not necessarily somebody who may be speaking for Goodluck Jonathan. If you want to really hear from Goodluck Jonathan, he always speaks when he wants to. He speaks to his spokespersons. His spokesperson haven't said so. So we're just still speculating. So this is where I end this live for now. We're back shortly. Thank you so much for being part of the broadcast for today. We're back tomorrow, same time, same place, 7:30 for all of the biggest headlines. But of course, you can join us again later today for other interesting developments.